lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. I'm really sorry about the lighting. It is after work, it's supper time, so the sun is starting to set. But I wanted to film this video because I have to get it up for tomorrow morning. And it's the only time that I can do it. So sorry, I apologize for it, but it is what it is. So this is my first update for #BeautyChest. And if you don't know what that is, it's a project that I came up with, which started last month, September 27th, and it's going until September 27th of 2023. Now, this is a spin-off of Monopoly, and it's based using the community chest cards from that board game. So I really wanted to try and keep a board game feel to this project. So I do have 33 prompts, and each and every single prompt can be rolled in multiple times. That also includes within the same update. I do have to go get no, I do not. Never mind. Let's ignore that. So every prompt can be re-rolled more than one time, including within the same update. So if you roll number 13 twice, you have number 13 twice. You start off with 4 prompts, not necessarily 4 products, but 4 prompts. All of the prompts are down in the description box along with what's going to be the playlist. So go check it out if you haven't seen the intro. Everything that I'm working on will be down in the bottom description box as well. So go check that out. But I'm ready to get into this update. I'm pretty excited about this. I have been enjoying this project so far. And I'm hoping that I will continue to enjoy it throughout the next few months. So last update, I rolled in No Makeup, which was an almost finished product. So for that, I decided to choose a shade from my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. Now, the shade that I chose from here was Molasses Chip, so I am going to have to cover up a couple of other products in here. And my goal was to clear out this top half of the heart. Now, clearly I have not done that. I have only reached for it a couple of times. I really haven't been reaching for it too much. So I feel like if I get a little bit more consistent use on it over hopefully the next few weeks, I'll be able to make a little bit more progress. I do feel like with this shade especially that once I had kind of started to use it after I hit pan, it did tend to disappear a lot quicker. So I might be able to knock this out for the next update if I focus on this. I can pair this with the shade Tarnish from my Melt Rust palette because that's in my Penless eyeshadows this round. So I think I could get some good use on it. I just need to actually focus on that shade, which I really haven't been doing. But this is going to stay in. That's fine. I'm trying to work through this palette shade by shade and just see how much more progress I can make on it. So I am looking forward to keeping this in and making some more use. So then I also rolled in Makeup Fun. So that's your smallest category. Now, I decided to go with bronzers because when it comes to my single bronzers, I really do not have very many. So I decided to roll in my Clinique Sunkissed bronzer, and my goal is to hit pan. So I do still have a bit of a ways to go, but I do think that next update, if I don't hit pan, I will be very close to it. I feel like I use this pretty much every day, and I can see just around the edges that it is starting to dip down more or less on this side than it is over here, just depending on where my brush happens to hit. But I do think within the next few months, I will be able to hit pan on this and then roll this out. I more than likely will continue to work on it after I roll it out of this project, just because I like to work through my bronzers one at a time as well. Even if I do layer a couple of them together, I like to hit pan and then completely finish off the bronzer. So, sorry. So within the next couple of months, I'm really hoping that I can roll this out. I don't quite know about next update, but I will be close. If not, I do feel like it will be shortly after, within a couple of weeks or so possibly. So here's to hoping about this one, but for now it is staying in this project. So then I rolled in brand collabs, which was to create your own color story. So I actually had 3 shades. I forgot to put this other shade in here. I did have 3 shades that I pulled in. I just broke my shade. I hate magnetic palettes sometimes. So this is Meteorite by Terra that just shattered all over my floor. I really hate so much clutter and all of this magnetic shade sometimes because it just like so easily gets destroyed. These are the other two shades. So this is Halo and this is Nude Rose by Give Me Glow. This was my color story. It was just the 3 shades. I had also, oh, this one cracked too, but it didn't fall apart. I had put this Oob shade by Looksy in the palette as well. There is a bit of a dip and I'm just gonna squish it back together. It's technically not a part of the color story. I was trying to keep those together in here. Just, I found it a little bit easier to use. But reaching for the color story as a whole, I wanted to do that 10 times. I've only done it 3. I have reached for these shades more than 10 times. We're just gonna ignore those. But as a whole, as a color story, it has only been 3. So I have 7 more to go, which I might be able to knock that out in the next month if I do focus on this. And now, since my meteorite shade has shattered all over my floor, the chances of it going back into that pan are very, very slim. So, maybe once I hit the 10 uses, then my goal is going to be to finish off that meteorite shade. I really do enjoy it, so I'm like really upset right now. I've got to clean that up. So I'm going to finish off with this update and then I will be cleaning that up, and I am so disappointed right now. All right. So last but not least, I rolled in Shopping Spree. So that was just to add in any 2 products. So I rolled in the Cookie Highlighter and I rolled in my Marc Jacobs powder. We're going to start off with the highlighter. My goal is to hit pan. I just have this top section here. It's going to be hard to see because there's no pan just yet. But right up here, there has been some usage. So that's where I was focusing my brush. If you weren't able to tell, there is a whole lot of kick up in here. I do like to use that as well. I don't want to just hit pan and have all of this fall out all over the packaging. So I do try to use the kick up. So it might take a little bit of time to actually reach the pan, but there is a slight dip that's starting. So it is very motivating to continue on. And I am totally fine with this being in here for a little bit longer. I really do enjoy using this highlighter and I've been using it almost daily. So I feel within the next few months, I'll be able to knock this out and get all of that kick up used up as well, which would just be even better. But I'm okay and totally happy with keeping this in for this round. And then last but not least is my Marc Jacobs powder. Now, where I had this last update was, I believe I was sitting at about the top of this little section here. And as of today, it is closer to the top of here. We're just going to say this is where it's sitting at. So I have used that much in a month, and I really do think that with continued use, and I've been using this every day, that I can knock this out. I'm really, really hoping by the next update. Now, I don't really like this powder. I find it's a little too yellow for me, especially right now. Even in the summer though, with my tan, it is still too yellow. I'm not really a fan of just the powder in general, even if the shade was a little bit different. So I would like to finish this off and get this out of my collection, just because it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. It's fine, but it's nothing magical. So I would like to knock this out. So I'm going to continue to use this. I use it every single day if I haven't said. And I would love to get this knocked out by the next update. So that is going to be my goal. So I'm not knocking any products out this update, so I'm not going to roll anything in. Next update, I really do think like I will be able to roll in a couple of them. I'm hoping to hit that 10 use mark for my trio. And now that one shade's broken, I am so upset, so disappointed in it. I'm trying not to think about it right now. And I really do think that I will be very, very close to hitting pan on my bronzer, if not already by the next update. So there is a chance of rolling out 2 products and rolling in 2 new prompts. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. Check out the intro if you haven't already. Let me know if you want to join this. I would love to have you. That is everything, because I'm going to go clean up this mess right now. So I will see you guys all later. Bye.